Who's on First by Abbott and Costello.
That's the name of this book.
What is?
No, he's on second.
Who's on First by Abbott and Costello. Illustrated by John Marks. Published by Quirk Books. Hiya, Abbott.
Hey there, Costello. How you been?
I'm great. Did you hear that I've been hired to play on your base or on your team?
Yes, I'm thrilled to have you.
Say, if you're the coach, you must know all the players, right?
I sure do.
Well, I've never met the guys. Will you tell me their names?
Certainly. But I'll warn you, baseball players do have some funny names these days. Now let's see. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know, so I'm third.
That's what I want to find out. The guys' names.
I told you. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know's on third.
Are you the coach?
Yes.
And you don't know the fellows' names?
Sure I do.
Well then, who's on first?
Yes.
Maybe you don't understand. All I'm trying to find out is, what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time. What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him.
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
No, what's on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
Look, have you got an outfield?
Sure.
And the left fielder's name?
Why?
I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who's playing first?
Stay out of the infield. I want to know what's the guy's name in left field.
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
The left fielder's name?
Why?
Because
he's in center field.
you got a pitcher on this team?
Sure.
What's the pitcher's name?
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you now.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
Okay, what time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow are you going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen. Who is not pitching?
Don't you dare say who's on first. I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
You know what? I'm a catcher.
So they tell me.
So I get behind the plate and do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and a heavy hitter gets up. Now the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me, being a good catcher, I'm going to throw the guy out at first. So I pick up the ball and I throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play. Another guy gets up and hits a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a hoot.
What?
I said I don't give a hoot.
Oh, that's our shortstop. A brief history of Who's on First. Who's on First is one of the most famous comedy skits of all time. It was introduced by comedians Bud Abbott and Lou Costello in the 1930s, and they performed it many times over the course of their careers, often with subtle changes and variations. You can see a short version of their performance in the 1940 film One Night in the Tropics, and a longer version in the 1945 film The Naughty 90s.
Today, Abbott and Costello are among the few non-athletes represented in the National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum in Cooperstown, New York. In 1956, a gold record of Who's on First was placed in the museum, and a video of the routine from the Naughty 90s plays continuously for visitors to enjoy.
In 1999, Time magazine named Who's on First the best comedy sketch of the 20th century.